Okay, if you can read in the Roto green screen exercise, and here is a very typical example as well. This is not a keying exercise. This is more like a roto exercise where I'm going to be rotoing only this rope out, and then I'm going to mask out this person here who's climbing rope. Very similar principle. Remember, the keying as well is a process which creates mat as well. So all this time you've been obviously extracting the key out, the elements out to make an alpha. So if I just play this, and here you can see that there's a movement here, and what we're going to do, we're going to track the rope, okay, and add a tracker node here. So we're just gonna add 2 tracks, and then I'm gonna just mask this out. So let me just show you how it looks on here. So if I just go on my merge and press 1, and if you can see here, of course, because I've feathered it a tiny bit, I can see some green coming up. We can obviously rectify that. If I just play this back, here we go. So let it just come in, and you can see what's happening here is I've got, so just let it quickly render out. There we go. So here what you can see that I've got a mask out. So basically, because the guy was moving, so I've kind of tracked that mask. So that was a manual kind of animation. So no trackers were used here. And here I've used trackers because it was very precise where, you know, how it's going to be. So if I just give you a quick demonstration on this. So start with, if I can come out from here. Okay, let me just bring it on this section here. I'm going to just copy that and bring it here. So I just literally copied my example, my read note here, and I'm going to just bring in my view to connect. So to start with, first of all, what we're going to do is see where this footage lies. So let's rotor the person out. So if I just play this, okay, and you can see there's a slight movement. So if I play this and starts from here, so let's go back on my first frame and press O again, double click, and it's really going to be good if you do these exercises. Really useful. So if I just kind of make a garbage mat here, like kind of like that. Okay, so now if you want to view the roto mask, the first thing what we're going to do is create a merge node. Again, just press merge there, and what we're going to do is hook the A pipe in the read. So what we can do is just simply hook that in here, okay, and then if I just press 1, make sure that's selected, the merge is selected. You can press 1, or you can just simply hook the viewer straight in manually as well. And then you press this, take the mask in and go and put it in the rotor. And that's our shape there. So if I play it back, okay, so I'm pretty much happy with that. Perfect. Okay, now what we are hoping to achieve here is, if I just disable my rotor, if I just go on D, if I play this, what really I want to do is extract that as well. Okay, so let's try to do that. Let me just go on my first frame. I'm going to just zoom in now, and I'm going to just go in a deep kind of way where I'm going to just really see how much feather is around and stuff. So there is, it's not really a straight rope, to be very honest, because if it goes kind of that way. So if I just now create a curve, a Bezier, get another Bezier, I can just simply just start from here, and if I zoom in, I can just get this shape in, and you can see that there was a turn there. And of course there's a spill of green as well coming in, and you're pretty much happy with that. Let me just kind of go in here. There we go. Okay, and I think we're happy with that. Again, what we can do, if I just simply, as you can see in my last few videos, you simply click on this point here, and then you got your feather enhancement. So just kind of bring it out a little bit. See how far we can go. There you go. Tiny bit. Okay, again, we can test it out soon in an alpha channel. Let me just kind of bring that out. Let's do that. That's, oops. There you go. Sometimes you really have to zoom in to see what's happening, and again, I can push this back a tiny bit here. See that? So there you go. So let's go back here. Yeah. Oops. Looking good. Just bring it in a bit more, and then we can start from here. Just press H. Let's do that. Bring that out a bit. Okay, nearly there. So now what we've done, we've just set our feathers as well, and just kind of give it a bit more. And there you go. Perfect. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So now, obviously, we now need to. I'm not going to animate that like which we have done for this map. I'm going to actually create a tracker. So I'm going to again go tab and then tracker. And I'm going to just literally bring that in and then connect my tracker to the background, to my read note. So if I just now double click here, and I'm going to just go back in my add tracker. So that's more than enough. So if I just bring this down slightly, and that's one area covered, and now I'm going to just add another tracker. I'm going to cover the top one, so something like this. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to manually now track this rather than just playing it, because I just want to observe both of my tracking points. And of course here as well, I'm going to just, there's a slight rotation happening, so kind of it's tilting in. So let's kind of click in, select both of them, and now I'm going to just simply press on this key here, and you can see that it's quite stabilized at the moment. Still moving nice. Perfect. Okay, keep watching that so that we know that it's all looking quite good. Okay, there we go. Keep going. And of course you will be learning in detail about tracking anyway. With Paul, he's going to go in detail. So at the moment it's fine. See that the tracker looks fine. So if I just play this, okay, so now let's go and kind of create another rotor shape on the rope. So let me just go and click on my Bezier. What I'm going to do is simply just because it's quite a straight line there, slightly curved from here, but I think we can manage that. So if you just kind of click 1, 2, See, I'm not creating a lot of points just to make sure. There we go. And obviously just with this points. There we go. And I'm happy with that. Again, I can just bring this in a bit more. Because we're not keying this out, you might see some spill, but obviously that's for our second, when we are doing our keying week. That's where we're going to kind of go in detail how we do that. So at the moment, I'm happy with that. Let me just bring out the feather a tiny bit so we can just kind of work on that. There's a tiny spill, so you'll see a green spill anyways. Let me just bring this out in a bit more. Perfect. Again, what you can do to view this, remember what we were talking about, we can simply click here and press our color correct or grade node. Let me just go on the grade node just to give you a start there. So double click there and I can just simply go on the gamut and just kind of bring that something like that, so that we can actually see what's happening. And if I now click on here, which is looking good. So if I just undo this, so deselect that, and you can see that's where the sections were selected. Let's get this out a bit more. Just double click there. Okay, and we can, from down here, we can extend that a bit more. There you go. It's looking good now. So if I just open that up a tiny bit more. There you go. Okay, so pretty much okay with that. Give it a bit more feather there. Tiny bit. And then here as well, so just kind of making sure that it's not, there you go. Okay, so all in all, I'm happy with this. Now let's kind of view this. Let's play this back. And before we do that, let's have a look at let's create an alpha, okay, and let's see how does that look. So if I go in creating an alpha here, so if I just go and press on the screen here and press A, because we are using a JPEG sequence, and most of the time you will be, and as Paul was mentioning last week, that you will be using quite a lot of JPEGs. So for that, I'm going to just put a shuffle node here and watch what happens here. So let's go and create a shuffle node. Okay, and once you've got that shuffle node, just click on this alpha. Okay, and now when we go back on our view screen and press A, and you can see our alpha. So at the moment, I've not tracked, only this part is going to be tracked, not the rope itself. Okay, which is kind of understandable. So if you just kind of go back on A here, and I've got my grade there as well, just to see what's happening. Let's now track it. Let's go on our main Roto, okay, and I'm going to just name that as rope men. It's always good to just name stuff, because especially if you're sending it to someone else, they would appreciate that. So okay, there we go. So I'm going to just now simply click there. Again, same principle, just simply clicking on this point here, link to tracker 1, and let me just name the tracker as well here, so let's that that's what's a tracker. So that's my rope tracker 1. Perfect. So I can just simply click here, double click rope, bring it in, link to rope tracker 1, tracker there, and of course let's have a look and see what are we might be missing something, but let's see if the tracker is working perfectly for us. So let's play this. So if we play that, not that bad, because you can see this from here slightly there's a tilt, right? And that can be rectified very easily. So let's go back. Let's come off from, let's do a D on your rotor, and let's double click on it and let's see where it's coming off. There we go. So here you can see that it was fine here, and then it's sliding and it slides off there because obviously there's a kind of a tilt towards that. So what I would really do in this instance, I would simply go on my last frame here, and I will simply go and rotate this, because obviously it will only take a rotate to do that. So if you just go here and just literally rotate that, see that could solve my problem out. So if I just do this, slight shift there again, but let's see if that would work. So okay, fine, I'm happy here. So with the rotate it worked, but I'm going to just simply move from here. So if I just select these points here, okay, and I'm going to just do a little shift in it, so just kind of literally that. Okay, so let's see if we are going to be okay with that. So let's play, fine, we okay, and so now let's view that in our grade mode. Okay, not bad, looking good. So if you can, let's view it from the alpha now. So alpha mode, just click here, press A. Okay, so if you can just imagine that if I can only view on here, so just play A, and perfect. So see, the rope is moving with the person, and then of course when we're ready to put a key in, that'll be great. So let me just degrade that as well. Let's play this back. Okay, so that's another way to work with footage which are given to you, and hopefully we are going to be giving you some examples as well, and there'll be an opportunity for you to do this by yourself as well.